Hi, I'm Bill Herman, your professor for business communication, Business 1950, here in the College of Business at the Metropolitan State University of Denver. I'm really excited for the semester. I am entering my 12th year as a full-time college professor or instructor. My first year, however, at MSU Denver as a professor. The previous 2 years, I was here at MSU Denver as the Associate Dean for Student Support Services in the College of Business. And so, if there are random resources that you think you need or even may just benefit from, please reach out to me for that because that was a really important part of my job until this fall when I transitioned into faculty. So I'm a sort of knower of many things across the university, and so I can help you get all sorts of tools and resources from emergency student funding to the health center to mental health services to a loaner laptop, how to get free software or deal with complicated software access situations, like how to access a virtual lab system that we have, which helps with some of our CIS classes, for instance. Any of that stuff, please come see me. I'm a veritable resource for tools and resources across the university. A little bit more about me and my background. I was a first generation college student. I grew up in and around the Denver metro area and was the first in my family to go to college. I went to Colorado State University, and I did that largely just because it was a very affordable university. The tuition was remarkably low. It's obviously a lot lower than it is now, but I like to think we've still kept things pretty affordable here at MSU Denver. Um, I got a bachelor's in philosophy and then a master's in speech communication. The reason I wound up in communication is because I was a competitive debater all of high school and all of college. And in college, our team was housed in the communication department. And eventually got interested in what those folks were talking about and what they were studying. And I joined them. I got a master's degree and then went on to get a PhD in communication at the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia at the Annenberg School for Communication. My research interests were about media law and policy and media industries, as well as political communication. But I continued to keep a passion for communication fundamentals, including public speaking, interpersonal communication, intercultural communication, and all of the sort of topics that we'll be covering this semester. And so I'm really excited to have the chance to teach business communication. I've taught business communication before at Fordham University, which is in New York City. Before that, I was at Hunter College, which is part of the City University of New York, and I taught a whole bunch of stuff there as well. That was my first post-PhD faculty job. And so I lived in New York for 10 years, but it's really good to be back in Denver. I have a passion for the Denver area and all the outdoor stuff that Colorado has to offer. So it's really good to be home. A little bit more about the semester. As you know, it's asynchronous online, and so we're going to be sort of communicating with each other in ways that are mostly asynchronous. That said, I really have a passion for conversation, and so if you are interested in any of the topics that we discussed this semester, or anything else that you're interested in, like you also potentially, if you're interested in media industries, or if you're interested in intellectual property, which is a particular passion of mine, or you're just not sure about what to do with a complicated question about something that's happening for you as a student on campus, please reach out to me. I've given you all not only my email, but my personal phone number. That way you can text me, you can call me. Please leave a voicemail or send a follow-up text if I don't answer. Unidentified calls where there's no voicemail, obviously, are a little bit like, I hope that person's getting what they need, and I hope it wasn't a spam call, and if it's you, obviously it's not. So just let me know who you are and a little bit about how I can be of service. And even if you just need someone to talk to, I mean, I know it's a really hard time dealing with COVID and the pandemic and the lockdown and all the economic implications that's bringing. I know a lot of people are facing real challenges right now. So that's something. If you just want someone to help direct you to other resources, or just someone to kind of chat with because you're just not sure who else to talk to about sort of what's going on in your life, I have a passion for that stuff. I really value unstructured conversations with students where I feel like I can give you an ear and maybe a bit of advice if that's what you're looking for. And so please feel free to use me that way, even though I'm just a professor. I've just been around higher ed a lot, and I've done a lot of these other things. And like I said, I'm a first generation college student myself, and so That was a while ago, but I like to think I remember some of what it's like to try to unpack all the mysteries of what it's like to succeed in college, because that's not something my family handed me. So anyway, I'm looking forward to working with all of you. I think this is going to be a great semester, despite all the challenges. I look forward to getting to know you all better. A number of you have already posted your student introductions in that discussion board. If you haven't done that yet, please do that now, and so that we can start getting to know you, and so that you can start getting to know your classmates. And let's try to make this as engaging and as exciting a class as possible this semester, and learn a little bit about communication fundamentals and strategy along the way. And if you, and again, if there's anything else I can do for you, please reach out. You have my contact information.